Hey guys, Fox Green back here again. This time I have a video with another package sent to me by tacticalxmen.com. And this package is going to be a Claymore Mine. Don't be fooled by the box. I know it looks a bit tattered, etc., but I've actually already tried this out and I'm really surprised for the price how good this actually is. Now, I have a discount code on tacticalxmen.com and it's Fox Green. So if you want to go on there and get this, I'll leave a link in the description below. Just make sure you put in Fox Green and you'll get a discount on it. So without further ado guys, let's get into unboxing this thing. So as you can see, as I said, the box is a bit tattered, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. We'll take it out. Yeah, we get basic instructions. Now these instructions aren't actually the best. They're kind of, they're not really that good, but you know, they do the job. They allow you to set it up. What you get in the box is, naturally enough, your Claymore itself. Now it's got very nice sturdy metal legs here, which can be used to be pronged into the ground. So that's nice and good. The body is kind of a hard ABS plastic, and you've got this little door, as you can see on the front, which is essentially what you'll use for filling it up with BBs. Now this mine works on two different methods. The first method is via a trip line, and the second one is a sensory mode. Now it doesn't use a clacker, but to be honest, the clacker mode, it's not really that useful anyway. You have to be physically watching a position, waiting for him. I prefer using something like the string mode or sensory mode. I just find that like you can leave it and you don't need to keep your eyes on it and it'll work away and do its thing. Now obviously friendly fire with something like this, you need to be very careful where you put it. But for me, as a person that plays as like a sniper, this is perfect for defending one of my get out locations. So I might have a way out of an area and I might use that to defend my way out. So when I run back that way, the enemies will naturally follow me and then they'll get taken out by my Claymore. So I haven't used this in game yet, but I'm planning on trying it out. So first thing you see here, we get they're kind of like gel balls. Now that's what they say you should use for it, in it, but this doesn't sling BBs that hard, guys. It's not going to be like getting shot at with a gun, so I'll be using BBs in it. Also comes with a charging cable. The battery I have is already pre-installed. Now the first thing you must notice is in here you have got this little safety key. So when you turn it and take it out, this thing is pretty much live. Now if you see this little toggle on top, see how sensitive that is? As soon as I touch that, this thing wants to sling open. So if I leave that sling open, it's kind of like a trapdoor mechanism. As you can see, that's what slings your BBs. So I've got the battery in already. It comes in this back door, you tighten it up. Comes with a cable to charge it. It's just a small little battery. Now, useful thing about this Claymore, I know it's quite big, but it fits into a dump pouch perfectly. So you can carry it around in a dump pouch if that's what you wanted to do. It comes with a reel and string. String is no good. I mean, look at the colour of that, you'd see it a mile away. So I am using this sewing string, camo green. You're not going to see this unless you're really looking hard for it. So let's just put some of these bits aside. Take this reel off. Look at it, it's bright red. You probably want to spray that if you want to use it. We're going to set this up on two different modes. We're going to check out things like how sensitive the sensory mode is. Does it work when people walk behind it, just in front of it, or to the side of it? What distance the sensory mode works from. Obviously the string mode can work as, you know, wherever you put the string, but this thing is meant to sling BBs to about 12 meters, so we're going to test that as well. So without further ado, let's get into the process of loading it. So as you can see here, I have the battery in and it's connected up. To turn this mine on, there's a little power button here. Now I just flick that guy and you can see the red light on this is actually flashing. That means that it's in a ready mode, but it's not set to sensory mode yet. So what you first need to do is you fold these arms in. Just fold them in like this. Holding down, there's quite strong spring in it. Bring the front down. When that's held down with one hand, you push this guy in, and now it's locked. Okay. As I said, you can put the little key in it and keep it safe while you're using it. It also comes with a spare one of those keys, which is quite useful. But if I just give you a quick demonstration here. So you can stick this guy into the ground with these prongs, which are quite good. And anything touches this, boom, goes off. So first thing we're going to test out, guys, is we're going to test out the sensory mode. We first of all want to load this guy up. So let's open the front door here, lay it down. Now you might be saying, how do you set the sensor to work? I'll show you that. There's a second button on it. I'm first of all going to fill this guy up. As many BBs as it'll fit. Bearing in mind I have my safety goggles on here. Even though this thing won't sling BBs that hard, I'm not taking any chances with it. I'm going to push those BBs right down in there. Get as many as I can possibly fit. And close the door. Right. Now we're first going to test out sensory. Now you'll notice when I press, there's a little button just here on the side. This tiny button here. As soon as I press that button will go from a beeping to solid light, and then it'll turn off. As soon as it turns off, it's armed and ready to go. It gives you about 10-20 seconds to get out of dodge before it goes solid. So let's just try this guy out. Okay, right. So let's just demonstrate this guy to you. First test I'm going to do is, will movement from behind it set it off. Now, yeah, stick that guy in. So, as you can see here, I am going to press the little arming button on the side just now. Light is solid. Light is staying solid, as you can see. And then all going well, now it's armed. Let's see if my movement sets it off from behind it. Okay, doesn't seem to be. How about some side movement? Side movement this side, in front of it. Okay. Fuck, that gives me a fright every time. Right, so there it appeared that movement to the side of it didn't set it off. Movement behind it didn't set it off, but movement in front did. Now, I haven't experienced that all the time, so we're going to try it again, alright? Just to be totally sure how this mine works. So as you can see, the red light now is flashing again, which means it's ready to kind of, you know, be armed again. Just here, okay, on my pad. I'm going to push it into the ground and angle it where I want it. And then I'm going to arm it by pressing the button. Watch this red light. Okay. After a few seconds it should arm. Woo. Let's just fill this guy up. This time, guys, I'm going to walk past it. Again, I'm going to hit the button to arm it. And once it's armed, I'm going to walk past. And it's armed. Here we go. So that's interesting. It seems to be picking up my movement to one side. So I think the best way to set this guy is not to have it perpendicular to the pat. Have it kind of more facing down the pat. Now we get ready. Now I have a feeling that these leaves might disrupt the sensory pattern on it. Okay, and it's armed. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it stings a bit, but that's because I'm wearing shorts. That works really well. You're actually going to know you're hit, like, so it hits you with quite a bit of force, so that's good to know. Next one, guys, let's try the string method. I'm feeling that the string one is going to be a lot better. So I can power this off. I can switch off this little switch now on the side. So now you see the light is off. That means it's on a regular mode now. So what I'll do is close the door again, push this guy in. Now, because I'm using the string method, before I load it up, I'm definitely going to put in this little guy, push him in until he kind of locks in place, and twist it. This thing won't go off now, right? So what we'll do is we'll get my little reel of string. Will this fit on here actually? I'm going to use this string, this little sewing string, to create a little trap. Now you could have this ready to go pretty much in your bag. So we'll thread this through. Simple as that. 1 or 2 knots. Now this little toggle that gets pulled to release takes the tiniest movement to set the mine. Just fill it right up. The speed loader will be a lot easier for doing this. I can see I'm losing half these BBs. We are going to put this claymore somewhere here again. And what we need to do now is we need to make this string. But the beauty about this is we can make this string really long. So now, as you can just about see, we got a really fine line here. This is perfect. Final thing to do in order to arm this guy is, see the way there's a little bit of pressure on this? That may be just enough to set it off. We just want to loosen that enough, because this will be very sensitive. Slowly take it out. And slowly release your hand. It's perfectly set now. Now I want to show you my perspective as I walk along here. Now as you can see, my perspective, I don't know if you can see that, but you can just about make out the line running along here. And there's the claymore, so you could very, very easily. So let's just try this walking along. So as you can see, this thing's working really, really well. It's very simple. The sensory mode, we're going to have a play around with that sensory mode now, just to see exactly how it works. Because as you saw, once it went off when I was walking to the side of it. So you could probably adapt that little pouch some bit better, so that would actually hold the BBs rather than leaving half them fall loosely underneath it, etc. But it does the job. I mean, it really does sling the BB still, so it's not that bad. Okay, door closed. Keeping my thumbs on it because the locking key isn't in position. It's better to set it up with that locking key and everything in position, especially if we're going to be hammering it like I am. A slightly back facing trajectory would be good because it'll really cover longer distance, I'm guessing. I'm going to hit the arming button. I hate being in front of it when I'm doing this. Just stand to this side. Okay. It took its time to detect me there. I don't know if you could see that. It really took its time. But Jesus, it really, one of them hit me hard enough in the ribs. So let's see now what a bird's eye look at this thing going off looks like. As we slowly walk towards it. Oh, one right in the jaw. So guys, this thing, the sensory mode is really good in this thing. For something that's so cheap, it's really worth it. It depends on how smart the user is, of what you get out of this, but it certainly does a good job. It's throwing BBs all the way back there, easily to 15 meters, I'd say. You know, it doesn't hold that many BBs. The little cloth here could be a bit better, but other than that, you know what, I think it's a really good product. Cheap, and it's even cheaper with my coupon code FOXGREEN. So guys, check out Tactical X-Men. Get your hands on some of these if you're into having a bit of fun in your airsoft role. You know, planting these on every doorway into your base or something, it's going to help. You know, it's going to warn you that guys are coming. It's going to take out that initial threat. You know, it's pretty solidly made, I must say. The legs here, all these bits, they're quite, you know, you can see that they're made of steel. So guys, if you want a chance to win something like this from my channel, all you need to do is subscribe and hit the notifications button. As you can see, I've given away things like such as airsoft guns, chronographs and other airsoft related gear on my channel. But not only subbing will get you in the competition, you need to sub and you need to hit that notifications button. And the reason being is, in any video next, I might put up a simple little task that you do, like first person to comment on such and such wins it. So if you're not on that notifications button and you don't watch that video, you won't be in the competition. So just make sure you hit the notifications button as well, guys. There's stuff going to be given out all the time. So thanks to the sponsor Tactical X-Men and this. I hope you enjoy the video. Cheers. I'm FOXGREEN. Talk to you soon, guys.